Hey, Pete, my name's Dennis, and we've been exchanging emails. And if you're looking for an estimating package, this one's probably going to work pretty well for you. This is Timberline Estimating, and this is our concrete database that we have. And so I can do walls, I can do slab-on grades, bunch of other stairs and beams and foundations and site work, and some overhead items are also in here. But if I do a slab on grade, I just do a slab on grade here. I click this, and then it's going to ask me a lot of questions, and I'm just going to take a shot at answering some of these. So let's just say this is 1,500 square foot. There's a cutout for like parking medians or whatever. You can take those out. The depth of the slab, the type of the concrete. I just fill in some blanks here just to give you an idea of what it does. But you can see if somebody's doing this takeoff, they just got to look at the plans and the spec and figure out what's included, what's not included. But as they do all this and they answer these questions, I hit a plus sign here and hit OK, and now I've done a takeoff, and it now tells me that this is how many cubic yards of concrete I need. I need, one pump clean-out fee. I have 1,500 to trowel. I have to place 18.5 cubic yards, etc. So it's taken, based on those measurements and the way we answered the questions, it's given me all my quantity takeoffs. Then this is what's in the database, and it can be modified, obviously, but we think it costs 65 cents a square foot to do the trowel, and, our burden rate's $50 an hour. Let's just say yours is only 35. I have no idea what it is, but we'll just update it to 35. It's now giving me the cost to do this concrete, $1,346, and it's made up of these items. Then in my material prices over here, I know that my steel is $860 a ton. I only need 185 pounds according to takeoff, so it's only $80. But it's doing all that math for you. So all I did, if you remember it, is I just answered questions. It's doing all the math in the background, so you don't have to worry about hitting the wrong number on a calculator or what have you. But I am done at this point. This is my cost. Okay, this is what it costs to do it. In this case, the bottom down here, $5,700. But if I wanted to put markup on there, which obviously we do, in this case, there's my 5737. Okay. So there's my cost, 44. But then there's all the markups that I had on it. I had material tax. I had that. If I want to put in some material markup, so I can do that as well. So let's just do that. Let's see what we're going to put on here. Let's go put in some overhead. I got some overhead in here someplace. Funds, overhead, general and admin. Let me put that on. So that's added that to that. But that's how I come up with the price. And now I can print this out to a small proposal if I need to, or just copy and paste this over into your Word document. I'm not sure how you do your proposals, but once it's at this point, we can kind of just start getting the information to the owner. But I want to show you another item. I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to go in and say, let's look at walls. And I didn't see you did block walls, but block walls are something that's pretty easy to picture. And so again, the length of the wall, it's 100 feet. It's an 8-foot high wall. We're using 8-inch block. We're using regular block. The type of mortar we're using, spacing. Method of placement is pump with a trailer pump. We're including the pump hours. Type of PSI. We're going to paint. It's so if I pick number 5, it means I'm going to spray 1 and roll 1. Again, you can see that almost anything that can happen on this, ask the questions here. So I'm going to hit plus. I'm going to hit OK. And now I have my takeoff quantities. And there's my labor rate, my cost per. And Pete, look at this. If right here you see $1,000, let's say you're smarter than the rest of the world, and you can do this for $1.05 a square foot. So you just enter $1.05, and now it's changed your total bid. You know, that's it. You know, and I can do this for 0.25. And so if you know your unit cost, you can start building your database that way with the right production rates, and you won't even have to do this modification when the bid comes out. It'll just come out with your quoted production rates and your labor rates. But this is something you can turn over to a junior estimator, because he is really only doing what I did. He's just coming in here, and I'll just go look at site work real quick. We'll just do a retaining wall man hours. Again, it's just asking you questions. What kind of retaining wall is it? How long? How wide? So if you can answer the questions, then you're coming up with a bid. There's a lot of training classes, obviously, you have to take to do what I'm doing, but the concept here is pretty simple. Is you have what we call an assembly, and I'll just do a foundation here, and we'll just do a footing, okay? If you can answer these questions, you have somebody on your staff that can answer these questions, then you're going to be prepared to prepare a bid in Timberline within days. Obviously, the prices are not right, because you're going to have to update the database to your prices, but you can do that as you're doing bids and say, hey, you know what? I know, what's this, PSI 3000, this is more like $110 a cubic yard today, okay? And these are really $18 a box today. But once you do that, then you can update the database. So the next time you bring this job in, it's going to put this 18 and this 110 in automatically. So anyway, that's all I wanted to show you. I just wanted to give you an idea of what's capable. But estimating, if you're doing concrete, this should make your jobs a lot easier to prepare. You're not going to miss things, because we've got a lot of questions developed so you don't miss things. So anyway, want to see more? It's easy. Find me right here in Temecula at 951-699-6900, and my name's Dennis. Hey, Pete, have a great week. Thanks.